updates of activities from ministries, departments, and agencies of Abia State government.
My name is Professor Kenneth Carlo, Secretary to Abia State Government. The Secretary to the State Government is the administrative hub of the government. It coordinates the activities of the government, interdepartmental, interministerial issues. It also provides the Secretariat for the State Executive Council, making sure that all agencies, all ministries of government work in synergy towards achieving the goals of the government. When we took office in 2023, it was very clear to everyone that the state has not been doing well. The enormity of the rot was a bit more than what people had expected. But we were not shocked because we came prepared. So the first thing we did was to look at the instrument of government, the machinery of the civil service, because we understand that government policies are as effectively implemented as the strength of the civil service. The first thing we did was to institute a civil service reform committee to come up with recommendations on how to make the service more efficient. And for the very first time in the history of the state, we organized examination appointment into the post of permanent secretary. We thought it was important to move away from the old order, where people were appointed based on who they knew, or where they come from, or who can speak for them. To organize an examination and invited all eligible directors to sit for the examination. After the exam, we conducted interviews. And then for the first time, we selected permanent secretaries solely on the basis of merit. Because we believe that if we're going to have a government that works, we must have square pegs in square holes. The other part of the reform was to conduct a rigorous staff verification exercise. The idea was to understand who is actually a civil servant, who works or who is not working. Because the government believes that salaries of workers must be paid as at when due. In addition, it didn't stop there. The government also wanted to get the right number of pensioners and ensure their salaries were paid. So we also conducted verification of pensioners. We took verification to the local government, to the ward, even to homes for those who were not strong enough to come to the sub-treasury offices. I also had a virtual platform where pensioners who are not living in Nigeria could also get verified. Pensioners now are paid their pensions fully. So the Office of the Secretary to the State Government organized orientation program for appointees of government and the permanent secretaries. We believe that the civil service is a critical arm. So we brought the heads of the civil service, the various ministries, that's the permanent secretaries, brought them together with the appointees of government and emphasized the virtue of collaboration and the need for all of us to imbibe the vision of a new Abia. I also thought about the real meaning of change. Change that is not about only change of persons, but change of processes, change of outcomes, and change of the narrative of government. Because we believe that government should be about utilizing public resources effectively and efficiently to expand the public good for the benefit of the people. So the government of Dr. Alex Otti is focused on the people, doing all the things that need to be done to ensure that the public infrastructures work, the roads are motorable, the schools are rebuilt, the health facilities work. People get paid their salaries properly. Like, many things that we met on ground. The Office of the Secretary of State Government wasn't different. It was just the same way. It wasn't conducive. So we had to bring it down to build a reasonable office complex that would be conducive enough for people to actually put in their best and work. There are things called hygiene factors. Hygiene factors are motivators. Hygiene factors are about the environment that help people to think creatively and be innovative. So the old office had to be brought down. It didn't look like an office anyway. A modern office complex is being erected. I just want the people of Abia State to understand that the government of Dr. Alex Chioma Oti, OFR, is the government of the people. For the very first time in Abia State, you see Julius Berger working. For the very first time, people are not bothered about their salaries. There's no ambiguity on what their salaries will come. And these are just beginning. Support the government by paying your taxes as at when due. Support the government by helping to ensure the environment is clean. Support the government by ensuring that there is law and order.